Together as Team Liquid are your North American LCS Spring Split champions.
It's an especially stressful time, I guess. Every team is stressing out, even us, like what we're gonna pick, what we're gonna play, what strategy we're gonna run. And it's not just like the normal 5 roles in the game anymore. So everyone's trying to figure out, you know, what is the best thing. So we're literally throwing everything at the fan and see what happens. And it's probably gonna be like that going into LCS, where teams are also gonna just throw some shit at the fan and see what happens.
Actually, I think we did good last season. But these days, I don't have confidence because we doing pretty not good. But I think we are slow starter, so if we getting better, it's gonna be good.
3rd place in the regular season secured for 100 Thieves. They will play FlyQuest in the quarterfinals.
I think in league culture, Worlds is kind of like your benchmark for a successful year. Usually that's where like the cutoff is, like where you can end the year and be happy, as opposed to you don't make Worlds and you have a really long break.
100 Thieves will finish the fight here. They'll take the Nexus and they'll go to Oakland.
Last year I didn't make it, so this year I really wanted to. If I don't make 2 Worlds this year, I think it will be sad.
Last year was the first year I didn't make Worlds, and it felt terrible. And going to Worlds is always fun, but nothing outweighs the 3-month-long break I had where I wasn't able to compete and other people were.
Team Liquid will find themselves on the final stage in Oakland.
I mean, remember, with the win, TL is going to be going to Worlds, but if TL wins the split, 100 Thieves is also going to Worlds.
Right.
So
they are now TL's biggest cheerleader.
Yeah, they love TL now. Double Lift, great guy.
Yeah, Someday is like NA Someday now. He's 2 years NA Someday. All their individual players are liabilities at Worlds for their positions and matching up against world talent. Like, I could see them just having real hard times all over the map, and it's just like, wow, these games are just like blowouts. I mean, right now I feel like 100T is the team most likely to not win a game in their group.
I am Team first. Dude, where's the banners at, guys? You see any banners?
I don't.
Oh, right there.
Hey Ryan, we can get you guys set up on this desk over here. You're gonna do tech check first.
What am I even checking, dude? Like, every time I do, kill me. We're gonna leave your stuff. Oh. Hey, we go party in Korea? Somebody said you'll take me.
By me?
Yeah. You know. Best spot. You live there, bro.
I live there, but I'm not.
What do you do when you live there?
My room.
That's it?
I just I don't know.
Okay. You take me to your room?
What?
You take me to your room?
It's kind of small.
I don't know.
Okay, hey, one number. 3, 2, 1, 100. Wait.
What are we doing, guys?
3, 2, 1. Huh? It doesn't matter, bro. Are you ready? Alright, 3, 2, 1. 100. Nice.
These are synergy, bro.
Up or down? Oh,
Andy just went like this, somebody went down.
That's our synergy.
Why are you invisible? What is it I don't see? Our defending finalists, give it up for 100
Yeah, there wasn't really too much riding on this 3rd place match against TSM for us, mostly because I wanted to prepare for a worst case scenario, which was like TL lost in finals and we had to play Gauntlet. So approaching the TSM game was like strategically repressive, I guess. So I wanted to like save some of our like ammunition to play in the gauntlet. So I didn't want to show everything on stage against TSM, so that made preparation a bit awkward. Pretty much this was just a weird match because we just used this almost as like a practice exam for gauntlet. Like we assumed TSM and the gauntlet would probably be the ones that could, that would like match us in the final fight. So playing against TSM for third, fourth was like less about winning then and more about like learning and like controlling our players to get them ready to play for Gauntlet next week.
I can't lie to myself. I need your love.
I went to first time for shoot with Bjorksen, and I thought there's my big face, so it was pretty fun.
I can't lie to myself.
And when we first got to the Oracle, I was like, this looks like a regular stadium. And I got inside, I was like, wow, it's like really big. And then when we were rehearsing, you could kind of just like see that there were so many like empty seats everywhere, and you're just kind of like trying to picture how it would feel like if they were all filled up.
Yeah, as Freak said, one of North America's longest standing teams and most successful teams versus 100 Thieves, very clearly the most successful new organization, second place in spring, third place in summer, and this one is definitely going to be exciting.
Yes. Very, very close to going to Worlds. Actually depends on who wins tomorrow or if they end up winning. So they're basically a best of 5 decider at worst of going to Worlds.
But they'll likely have to play these guys again, so certainly a lot on the line. Even if you're just thinking ahead to, okay, we need to make sure things go well for the Gauntlet, but we know the teams are focusing on the match at hand.
Something I know you're excited. You guys have been on the stage before. I'm really stoked to see you guys play, for real. I know season was a little disappointing at first, but it's a really good opportunity for you guys to show how talented you actually are against the most popular team in the league. So I would just look at this as an opportunity to show out, you know? The more stock you guys have in yourselves, the more money you're gonna make down the road. It's an opportunity. Every single game is an opportunity. It doesn't matter if we can win a championship or not. We're going against the biggest team in North America. So let's play as hard as we can. You excited?
Here. You're here.
I heard we're getting on easy shit. Hey man, just get that, I'm telling you guys, the first minion you get, you're gonna sink right into the game. I can't tell you guys how to play League of Legends. I'm just saying, playing on that stage, you get a little nervous, but just gotta get that first kill, that first CS. The first CS, man, and everything's gonna fall into place, and you're gonna be right back to what you started playing many years ago.
What if you don't CS?
Well, then you suck. Don't do that. Wait, do supports not CS at all?
Yeah, they don't see us, man. You can't tell him that. It's his birthday, too.
Yeah, it's your birthday, bro.
Just get like one.
Oh, start dancing, control 3.
Okay, I'll do that.
I'm excited to see you guys play. It means a lot to me that you guys are on stage with these jerseys and been playing for us all year. I don't think this is going to be our last match of the season. And anyway, I know there's still a lot of outcomes to be played out, but...
Yeah, we'll see you in Korea.
Yeah.
Hey, everybody stand up. Let's hold up. Hold up. Let's go. Everybody in this room. Big one. Get in here, bro. Hey, bow your heads, close your eyes, guys. Hey, you've all worked so hard all year for this opportunity, so we gotta play with no fear, guys. Stay together, let's put on a hell of a match. Play some good League of Legends, have some fun. Hands in. Let's go! 100 on 1. 100 on 1, 3, 2, 1!
100! Have some fun, man. We're just playing League of Legends, we're playing video games. You're all getting paid hundreds of thousands of dollars to do this shit. I'm super jealous. Let's go. Let's win some games.
made me feel like they don't really want to play with him that much, or there's some issues within the team, and that kind of hurts my confidence in their play.
Especially in such a close series that, like, if you do have those kinds of problems coming up, like if you do lose the first game, and maybe, you know, 100 Thieves would be favored if they started with Cody, but they're not starting with him. And so for me, that's where the problem lies, is that there is still that first game where I think it actually is in TSM's favor pretty heavily.
Monster being patient. There they are over the wall. Heist begins. Holzer going to try and book it out of there. Does do good damage to Sunday, but Afro is lining up the play for first blood. There's the knockback straight into the wall, followed up by the pulse. And goodbye, Sunday. Going to go first blood. Getting a little threat, but not too bad. Defensive cannon barrage keeps fast. Good barrel chain after Afro. Finds the pole bros in the other side as Mithy is able to go down. There's the there's the cannon barrage though. They used it now. See if they can get something done. Into the pick. He steals the Baron away from Greg. Sunday going to try and keep fighting. Wants it down the ball. Flag Rakara saving the end of the fight. And he stole the Baron. And TSM get ace. Are you kidding me? 100 Thieves steal the Baron, and they've got 5 members alive.
When I saw Baron in the first game versus TSM, the adrenaline was like getting to me, I guess, because I mean, making a big play in like a big moment. So following the Baron save, we just aced them. So it was like we have the game in our hands, basically.
Whenever the players or whenever the fans cheered, I felt everything moving, not just the desk. Like my monitor, I'm like my body's like moving too. In my chair, I was just like, whoa. Because there were a lot of people. It was crazy.
Just buying time under Rakara. The new kids, they're going to try and take down TSM in the first game here in the third place match. TP cancelled. Nexus dead. 100 Thieves will take game number 1.
So you should be a lot more confident. You're playing really, really well.
If anything, he has the confidence in you if you lose it at all.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So trust him. All right. Hey, way to rise to the moment, guys. Think about the opportunity. All those stuff, all those basics. Hey, good fucking start, man. You did your job. Nice job. Hey, Sam, settle in, stay real loose. Okay?
Oh, I'm about to wash my hands in warm water.
Hell yeah. Sure, sure.
That's the best way.
Whatever you need.
So when Sam was playing game 1, I was kind of just like watching the game with the coaches. They were just kind of giving me pointers on like what to remember when, you know, I go up for game 2 or later in the series, and think about like what the draft will be when I finally go up there.
TSM versus 100 Thieves. TSM have selected blue side for this game, and 100 Thieves will be subbing in Cody Sons. We'll get ourselves in a champion select. Get over it. There goes Cody with the big blast go, but Greg, he's left for dead. Ryu able to take him down. There's the reset. Shen rides in, finds the taunt on Minty. Goodbye for 200 Thieves. Good value, 2 for 1 trade.
They have the Mountain Drake, they have Kaisa.
And Rise spot side, Ryu with the teleport, but no vision here for 100 Thieves.
We talked about this. She melts it in like 10 seconds with only 2 people. Right now, Anna's gonna see it.
He's got
Anna's
no
got
flash.
a flash code. He's got
no
flash.
That's actually over to the blast code, but Minty with a great ult meets TSM. Secure the Baron.
And that small little moment where 100 Thieves slacked off in the vision, TSM strike, get the Baron, and they take the game in 29 minutes.
100 Thieves, it just doesn't matter. They'll take the in-hit, they'll win the team fight, and they'll win the exposed Nexus will once again push it all the way to game number 5.
So yeah, game 5s are always just kind of like weird in that they're like kind of easier while being very mentally difficult, I guess. Game 5s are hard to describe for sure.
Or before the game 5 starts, you kind of just try to be mentally prepared to like give it your best effort and give it all for the last game.
I think just as a team, those losses that we had, yeah, just confidence losses where we definitely could have won sometimes if we just, played a little bit more aggressively, just went in for the kills, don't back up first, make sure we're hitting, preparing yourself to fight mentally and stuff like that.
Tries to go for the W on the Kaisa, maybe baiting out a Black Shield. They're not done though.
Yeah, and is here, and that's going to be a bump. Goodbye, Mythic. and first blood to 100 Thieves.
And he kind of subscribed to the
Oh,
same
what a
idea.
realm warp. Greg actually already got knocked up there, but he pops the Hextech ultimatum. Doesn't matter though, that's 2 simple kills. Still 3v4, Haunter revives and goes into stasis as Ryu is still fighting. Sven, he's trying to do what he can as Haunter. He's gonna be popped into the passive. 100 Thieves, they lead first, they do win the fight.
Have one blue trinket in there. Coach does get tagged.
Greg, does he go over? He's got the black shield. They are going to go for it. They know if they kill the carry instead. There's Bjorkson, takes down Cody. And now the next threat is going to have to flash away, but Sven already over as Bjorkson.
I think we just wait here. We just wait here.
Wait.
Can you hit them or no? Like,
Yeah, we can hit, guys.
Yeah. Okay, next wave then. I'm gonna hit.
All right, look.
You can never ward now.
If Camille comes in, I can stop the backline. Gragas can stop the backline.
Yeah. Okay.
Just
I'll just
kill-
hit Yeah.
When Camille ultis you, make sure you ulti him only.
Okay, let's walk
And
up
I'll
together.
stop Sion.
Let's walk up together.
We're okay, let him come in. Kill that bitch.
We can play.
I'm gonna have it on back.
Kill this guy. Kill this guy.
Backline, ulting backline.
Yeah, we're good. Hit Sion. Make him build. Zilty down. Zilty down. Watch Camille. We're okay. Hit Sion.
Go this guy. W up.
Got it. Passive.
The flash.
He's dead.
Coming.
Hey, ultimate.
Kai'Sa. Flash shift.
Back.
Kai'Sa in the push.
Kai'Sa.
Kills us.
Coming.
I got Kai'Sa.
Hold them all.
Coming.
I stun.
Yeah, you guys only 2 men.
Last guy.
Oh, fuck.
That's okay, guys. Yeah, they can end.
Oh, man. Oh, shit.
That's alright. How many creeps do they have?
They have 4 waves.
I think Camille does a lot of damage, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, Camille.
25 seconds, Sion has CP2.
And then?
I'm pretty sure they can end. It's okay.
Oh, they're trying to disengage, but Haunter low. He's going to have to be resurrected by the chrono shift.
Billion ult is down.
Runs away. Haunter, though, still not that tanky. He's going to fall. Oh, low. The shield's enough, but Cody tries to make it happen. X-Tech ultimatum into Killer Instinct. It's going to be the kill. And there's the kill on the Sunday. Finally loses that Guardian Angel. It's so close. Sunday flashes in. He gets the kill. He actually took down Sven, but Afro low. Greg gets the next kill on this.
I thought I was safe for sure to like get the last hit and then get out for free. But yeah, looking back, it wasn't really that great of a play to go for, even though I probably could have executed it a lot better.
Every 80 carry doesn't, and they always learn on stage. Double doesn't, 6-8 doesn't. So I knew we lost as soon as he pressed the button. Yeah, you always learn when you lose. Just how it goes. And we lost a lot, so we've learned a lot.
Going for those kind of plays, you need to be super confident to begin with, and then also be able to execute it under a high amount of stress and pressure. Even though I was able to like see the play and was pretty confident going into it, I'm not always able to execute it perfectly.
I kind of understand, but I don't like it. He should be able to like do those things and know he can get away with it. So I want to push my players to be able to do those kind of things and know when the situation's right to do them.
Obviously, I was pretty devastated and pretty sad, and all those negative emotions that you can have. Yeah, I mean, you can't really let that sort of stuff get to you, no matter like what anyone says or says about the player, says about you. I think that if you're gonna be a successful pro player, you just can't let that stuff get to you. If I'm not able to kind of tough it out and continue what I've been doing, then yeah, I don't deserve to be a pro player, and I shouldn't have been in the first place.
They had to win this game, right? This is the scariest TSM's gonna look. was like kind of do or die for them.
It's true.
I mean, we might not even have to like have this conversation because tomorrow might change it, but I want to have it. Yeah, that's the scariest they're gonna look. That was them do or die for a match. No offense, I don't think we were there yet today. I think it took us a bit to ramp up for like the death. No one felt like they were gonna die today, right? Whatever happens tomorrow changes the outcome of the next week, right?
No.
But just know, like, everything we've done so far, if we have to play Gauntlet, everything we've done so far is not enough. We're gonna do more next week. We have to play more, we have to work harder, we have to train harder. If we don't get to that point and we end up going to Worlds early, that message still holds. So no matter what happens, like, we have to really gas it up. Like, no more like taking days off, no texting during reviews. Like, this legit has to be all in. Like, we're getting towards the end. And if we make Worlds, it doesn't stop. Because I'm not going to show up to Worlds and play like shit. So outcome of tomorrow doesn't really change like the intensity of what's going forward.
Yeah.
But I'm finally feeling more comfortable on stage with us. I think like towards the end of the series, we actually like joked. You guys remember like the CG series, for instance? There's no jokes.
Yeah.
We need to put on our blue and white TL colors and hope we get an easier road. And we can take a little bit of a breath. Sure. But it's not going to last very long.
Hey, Zach, I have a couple people that have a message for you.
Happy birthday to you! Happy birthday to you! Happy birthday, dear Afro! Happy birthday to you!
So the liquid matches, I wanted the whole team to come out so we could watch it together, so we could have like either a moment of triumph or a moment of, oh my god, we have to scrim again. So I wanted to make sure the whole team came out. So we watched from these like nice little boxes that Riot set up for us. And it was kind of enjoyable to like watch a game that's not you, that there's like something at stake.
Looking like the absolute best in North America, looking to make it a 3-0 run in the finals. And it's down to the last inhibitor turret.
That's a buzzkill. What's that? You really get to watch? We have a monitor and everything downstairs for this.
Yeah, the sad part about it is when TL was closing Game 3, we had to be taken in the back for makeup to prepare for the press conference if they won. So we actually never got to see the final moments of that game.
One thing like Zachary Black, I don't think about anything from the best all the time. So, you know, Worlds, I fucking knew it like 10 years ago before it was created. You guys go Worlds practice.
Wait, are you quoting me?
Guys, you want to know a secret?
I tweeted that.
You want to know a secret? The trophy's broken, so if they shake it,
Really? We just, you know, kind of close our eyes like, okay, I guess we're going to Worlds, not sure. And then we finally got the message like, oh, they won. It's like, oh, that's not how I wanted to like receive the news of going to Worlds, like through a walkie-talkie. You know, I wanted to see it and cheer. So we missed that part of it. But you know, I guess going to Worlds is better than, you know, the other.
Well, sucks.
Yeah.
Everyone else gets it.
Yeah.
Everyone else gets like, yeah, we're going to Worlds. You get the.
Yeah, literally everyone, like Matt and Jackson, everyone got to watch the game. But they're like, hey, 100 Thieves, you have to go backstage now. And there's no TV, there's no way to watch. So we just like heard on a walkie-talkie, you guys are going to Worlds. We're like, cool, guys. Yeah. You know, I am kind of sad. I actually kind of lied to Matt and John and everything. Like, I thought I'd get a reaction from the players if we went to Worlds. Because every single week they ask me, right, Matt and John, like, will we ever see Ryu smile? You know, stuff like that. And I was like, yeah, they'll do it once we finally get to Worlds. They're all saving up all their emotional baggage for Worlds. And then we have the story of how we were told about Worlds, and literally there's no smile, no cheering, no high fives. Everyone's just like, So maybe once we finally get to Korea, I'm still hoping. There's still light at the end of the tunnel. I believe we'll celebrate one day. One day this team will celebrate properly with a win.
Maybe when we win Worlds.
Maybe when we win, I don't know. At this point, maybe winning Worlds is not enough. Like, we need to do something else. We need to win mini golf or something.
When Teslas come in.
Yeah, maybe the Teslas will make them smile or something. But, geez, this is a tough group to smile. That's for sure. And I don't know how it got brought up, but at one point I just had to mention like the confidence. Like, if we can do it this way, I can take this roster to Worlds. And they helped me get that roster, so now it's my turn to pay back.
How does it feel to live up to your promise, your very, very, very
yeah.
bold early promise to Nadeshot?
I guess relieved. A nice life lesson not to plan that far ahead next time. Won't make that mistake again, because that was a little hard for my heart. But once it finally came through, I was like, I got the you know, shower of confidence. Like, oh yeah, I was right all along 8 months ago. It's so easy, I knew it.
And that is 100 Thieves from North America slotting into Group D. Last Pool 1 team topping Group D is going to be Fnatic from Europe.
And for the 7th time, Europe, Fnatic are your champions!
Victus Gaming, the Chinese LPL finalist, will slot into Group D.
Of Nexus, they are doing it. They are rewriting the history books, and they will punch in their tickets to Nanjing.
I mean, right now I feel like 100T is the team most likely to not win a game in their group.
I don't know. I think it's just recency bias. Like, everyone remembers this last, you know, week of playoffs or 2 weeks of playoffs, and they don't remember, oh yeah, second place in spring or first place in regular season. I think that's why that question of do they really deserve it comes up a lot. But like, this game is changing a lot, and the way it's played right now is not going to be the way it's played at Worlds. So if we're good on this patch right now and that's it, it's not going to be enough. So I think we've shown we can like change and adapt and learn and improve, and I think that's a good reason to deserve a spot.
Yeah, I'm proud of, and also I wanna show we can get better.
I mean, everyone changes. Just gotta keep improving. It's not like, you know, we're trying to do bad, but just so happens, yeah, we suck right now. Now, going into Worlds, looking to improve on that and do our best.
It seems that everyone really wants to learn, and everyone's trying super hard, and the team is learning so much now than it did before, and that's why I really do believe 100 Thieves is a team that deserves to go.
Going to Worlds, baby. That's the hype. That's the real hype. to put the final point on this, if I may, I feel like in order for this, if TL gets out of groups, it's because they played well and deserved it. If 100 team makes it out of group, I feel like what is necessitated there is a Fnatic collapse. not that 100T like steps up to the plate. I don't see 100T stepping up to the plate and surpassing like an on-form Fnatic. Fnatic needs to fall apart at the end.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Which could happen. This line will end up in the episode of the Heist where they're celebrating, you know, making it to semifinals or something.
If I'm going to be in that video, I want it to be hyphy, so let me think of something to say.
Okay.
100 Thieves is a horrible representative of North America, and there's 0% chance they get out of Group D.
Yeah, okay. There you go. Now you're in the video.
That's the one that makes me
Congrats,
better.
Mike.